So I was left with a challenge, and now I am fulfilling that challenge. Day two of that challenge, going live instead of doing a recording and putting it through here and all that good stuff. Now, I am looking for business women who have a profitable business and would like to be interviewed and put on my YouTube channel. Just putting it out there. That's what I'm actually part of what I'm doing. Now, as I continue with this, I have been a part of a few things this week. One of them is to find the root of a business and making it explode, doing similar to what Elon Musk did with Tesla. There's a concept to it. So it's a recommendation to be working on that, which I'm working really hard on this week. As well as finishing the bear that I started like end of last week, and I'm still working on it. I actually got part of it worked on today, almost completed. So today it's discovering your magnificence. And I don't talk much about all of the things that I've accomplished, mainly because I kind of get reserved about it. I've been judged, poo-pooed, all this other stuff. But the biggest thing that I've had to deal with is a little thing called the imposter syndrome. It's a self-confidence issue. It's self-awareness. It's lack of believing that I have really anything to offer, which has been a big thing because I just haven't. So, a while ago, like in 2019, I actually taught how to do a thread art. And I actually enjoyed it. And I realized I can make a business of it. Oh. So it's taken me over 50 years to get to where I am. And I've taken over 10 courses. This is all since 2019. I didn't know there was a such thing as courses online before then. Before then, it was high school, some college. The college that I did take was in accounting, and script writing, screenwriting, documentary writing, that kind of thing. And I will explain how I ended up not pursuing any of that and the why behind it. But anyhow, I've 10 plus courses, 3 diplomas, and 2 failed businesses. I won't go into the names of the businesses, but they were cosmetic based. Yeah. And it's failed because they were saying I had a problem with follow through. And I can honestly say I've had a problem with follow through. More on that is that it's the imposter syndrome, self-confidence, not sure I'm worthy enough to. And I didn't understand enough, color mixtures, etc. I didn't get it. They tried to make it simple. It was just a little too much for me. But the 3 diplomas that I got were my high school diploma and a children's writing diploma. So I learned about writing for children and teenagers, and I've discovered since then it applies across the board. So in theory, I've actually taught how to do writing. I've actually taught it and how to produce your written materials in different manners. And oh, wow. So let me know if you'd be interested in learning about that. That would be really interesting. Oh, yeah. And I got a diploma in astrology, parapsychology. It was more of a curiosity than anything. I mean, I'd heard about it, and so I thought, interesting. I mean, I know for me, I'm naturally clairvoyant, clairaudient, and I had to deal with my struggles on embracing that. But the more I embraced it and allowed it to be and didn't fight it, the easier it became for me to accept me for me. Do I go all ooey gooey on it? No, I don't. I don't even, I just let it be. But what I did do was I trained for missions, traveling and missions. I had no idea at the time when I was doing this what it really entailed. And that was back when I was from 14 to 16. I was training for missions, and that's a total of 3 years if you calculate it. It ended when I was in high school, and I never got a true diploma from it, but they said that I would know that I passed the program if I went on a mission and I helped people to come to the Lord. I passed. I helped a whole entire city. I think it was a city, if not a couple, because I didn't get to. I wasn't supposed to see it. I firmly believe that in my heart. I was just meant to plant the seed, and I did. In Mexico. So I created a Christmas dress from scrap clothing at 10 years old, and I loved it. I did it in a 24-hour period. I did it in my room really quietly. It was like a little mouse, church mouse, working on it. And I wore it for my Christmas family gathering, and it was oodles of fun to see the family respond to it. So I continue with the crafting part. Is when I did go to missions in Mexico, I made bears from scrap cloths. What happened was that at that, I went there 3 different times. Okay, clarity. The first time I ended up dislocating my wrist, and now I have to get occupational therapy. I found out that I would have possibly had to have surgery if it had happened here. And so they're going to try and prevent that with occupational therapy and go from there. So we'll go from there. Let's see here. So that was the first time. I had 3 different things. I called it Montezuma's Revenge. The second time, that was eventful a little bit. And then the third time, I went there for my health for safety because I couldn't get the help here I needed. It was too expensive. So we went there, and I shared in a different video that was recorded a bit more about that. And that was how I made an income, as well as teaching English to the poor. That was and it wasn't a lot. It was enough to barely survive. We made the basics. Crochet and knit prayer shawls, blankets, preemie hats. An ordained minister. Now, as an ordained minister, I did not become ordained just to go being preachy on the pulpit. No, that wasn't me. I did that so that I could be there by my late husband's side and pray with him. We tried to get help and couldn't get it, so that's what I did instead. And I've since used, for the same reason, I've just gone through and helped people in that sense. It's never been anything major. And that's why I've kind of, not, can I do things with it? Yes. Do I? No. It's not because I don't want to. It's just, it's never been there. And I am a living kidney donor. And there are so many more things about me that go from there. I have lost 2 husbands within 10 years, and I am now living in the home that I grew up in. And I've been helping to work with my family. I've been a caregiver for a long, long time. In fact, I was asked to be a caregiver for a neighbor. And I said, first of all, I appreciate your thoughts about me helping you, but I cannot do it because under government ordinance, because I can't do vaccines. Not because I don't want to, but because my body will flatly reject them. I will get very ill, and it's just safer that I just, So I have been a caregiver, though, for people that are closer, and it's been authorized, and I just do other means for doing the caregiving. So I have experience in caregiving. I studied to be a medical assistant. So these are all basic things that I'm just going on a basic overview. Uh, I have the ability of helping others to find their special genius that they can do something with. They can create their own business. And I have done that, where I found their strength and helped them out with growth. And for me, I have Scarlo Studio where I do my crafting, my creations, and put them online and share with others. So that's what I've been doing there. Now, I do have memberships to teach wire arts, stuffed animal creation, or amigurumi. Um, I have the ability of teaching thread arts and crochet and knit and doing special events. So if you'd be interested in any of that, go on ahead and leave a comment, since you'll be watching this while I'm not live. So that's fine. Just go on ahead and just let me know, and I'll be happy to connect with you. So that's a roundabout thing that I've been doing today. I've been very extremely busy today. So I'm just thrilled that I got ahead of myself and got this done earlier than the last live. I'm not putting down a time right now for getting it done. I'm just putting it as a task because my schedule's a little bit, we're working on getting it to where it's blockable, but it's not quite there yet. I do better with block time, but when it's not my time, in other words, I don't have full control over it, it's better off to do task list and block time and kind of duel it out between the two of them. Let me know how you do your scheduling. Would love to know that, and if you'd like to connect with me. Until next time.